Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing the new patch that's coming for Apex Legends 17. We're going to be discussing World's Edge update, weapon mastery, firing range, and much more. So some buffs and some nerfs that you're going to be very excited about. So on a high level, I'm going to have a video down below where we discuss Ballistic's abilities, but Ballistic is going to be our newest legend for Apex Legends Season 17. And by the way, we're going to have a link down in the description. I'm going to have everything timestamped as well. So his passive ability gives the ability to have a weapon sling, which is a ability to hold a third weapon. This weapon sling cannot hold attachments as well, so just a big highlight for that. The tactical, though, shoots a projectile that heats up an enemy's gun as they shoot, overheating, causing damage. Again, we have a link down in the description. We break this down a little further. And the ultimate is really cool as it enables faster reloads, faster movement speed, and infinite ammo, and the weapon sling will upgrade to a gold weapon. So some tactics to really consider on what weapon do you put in the gold sling, meaning maybe it's a Havoc because, you know, it's harder to get a turbocharger, or perhaps an RE45, which a little sneak preview later is that that's actually going to be on the ground loot. So let's talk about World's Edge map update here. The full breakdown is also in a blog as well, but the update is really affecting mostly, you know, the center of the map in terms of fragment. You'll notice that Shroom Building has moved. It went over to Lava City. We discussed this. They put a new hero section. They removed most of the lava. They kept most of the area more level playing field, so there's more cover and more areas to really battle it out, but also giving this POI a lot more love. So link down in the description below for this as well, so you can really highlight it. Now, we talked about the ranked update, but overall, just some highlighted notes is that the new matchmaking is going to be by hidden MMR, with skill adjustments made on pre-made sizes based on your account, as well as if you have a competitive advantage on the squad, meaning 3 versus 2 versus if you're just a solo queuing. So that's going to be very impactful. Now, the new scoring system that emphasizes winning the battle royale, so you at least got to get in the top 10. That's the biggest emphasis. Now, the new bonus system that conditionally awards based on your wins and your also losses. No more split reset, meaning the whole season starts off right off the rip and does not reset until the next one. But you do start off with 10 provisional games to matchmake you appropriately based on where Apex believes that you should sit. Also, rank will require level 50 to play. So a lot more changes besides this. I covered this in my last video, but that's some high-level stuff. Weapon mastery, along with the long-term progression system, is the goal to keep players engaged, which is their overall goal. But there's a level 5, level 10, 15, 20, and then you get your trial on like what you're supposed to do to completely unlock the gun. One of them I've heard is a 360 no-scope. I feel like I've heard that through the grapevine. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, it'd be pretty awesome. I feel like I've heard a dev tweet that out. Gonna give a little sneak preview, but you'll generate weapon XP, and as you keep doing this, you'll get like a tracker, performance tracker, a legendary Apex pack for each weapon. Now, firing range changes. Coming to the firing range is a lot of adjustments. There's a full blog listed as well, but all those changes, you know, where it comes to, you'll probably see Rain Day's post that happened yesterday. I got to help him record, so if you see my name in the bottom left, that was me. I got to be part of that. It was pretty cool. But overall, from what I saw and what Rain Day covered, the things I can tell you are the test range is very robust. You can control the movement of the dummies. They're very dynamic. They just don't stay in one spot. You can put them close, far, medium, however which way you want to move them. And the way they spawn is very dynamic, meaning they'll take roofs, they'll move around across the buildings. They're not the most complex in terms of shooting back, but they do put pressure, which makes them very interesting. Now, the targets that you have as well are also placed in many different areas. There was a 1v1 gauntlet. You have multiple areas you can pick up crates to get your loadout. It's just an extremely robust system that now should have been here, in my opinion, launch a game, but it's here now, and it's so good, and I can see myself making a lot of content, so be very excited for that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel because it's very important, because we're going to be covering routines and how to maximize on your performance with this. There's also a new survival item called EVAC Tower. When you use the EVAC Tower, this will allow you to, well, it's like a Valkyrie, you know, redeploy. You take the redeploy tower, you go up. Now, it's slow because it's like the regular jump towers, right? You can also destroy these jump towers, but, you know, be very careful on where you place them, essentially. But it doesn't mean that Valkyrie's useless. It means that you can use her ultimate and then probably use a Valk Tower, maybe bait. So maybe it can be used as both. Now, the ping system updates. So there's also new verbal communication. Well, non-verbal, essentially, but you'll see on screen that it gives a legend the ability to be more verbal, meaning avoid, enemy audio, watch out, looting, attack, defend, regroup, watching, enemy activity. So the goal is to give players more of the ability to communicate if they're non-verbal through commands, through their legend, to give them a voice, which I think is really cool. I love also the avoid area, enemy audio, and regroup specifically, just because it helps like, hey, let's get together, or watch out, there's maybe somebody nearby. Now, what you came for as well, the patch notes, some stuff you may not know about. The L-Star is entering the crate while the RE45 is returns to the ground loot. The Alternator SMG enters the crafter, as well as the Sentinel enters a crafter. So what that means, those are the craftable abilities. That's not the care package. I had to make a very big distinction because sometimes there can be some confusion there. The EVA 8 returns to the floor, and the 3030 returns to the floor as well. The gold rotation is Flatline, Triple Take, Spitfire, Mastiff, and Volt. Now, the improved Volt loot has increased chance of gold loot, added light mags to spawn pool, which is pretty cool as well. They improved the cargo bot, making sure it has more incentive. They removed the small healing items, such as, the white armor, white backpack, just stuff that's pretty much useless. They adjusted the large healing and heat shield spawns to allow for more desirable loot spawns. They removed gold weapons from purple tier cargo, but increase the chance for gold tier. So that's a big dub. Now the L-Star is going into the care package like we discussed. They added disruptor round, 60% damage against shields. Wow, that's massive. The base damage reduced from 16 was 17, just to give a little balancing because it does have the disruptor rounds. Projectiles now have pass-through, 60% damage retained. Projectile growth increase, improve recoil pattern, remove barrel. Now the ammo stockpile is 325, reduce VFX brightness when hitting on armored targets. The interesting part is that it has pass-through, meaning that it has a bit of a bullet penetration. I believe that's my understanding. Projectiles now pass through, 60% damage retained. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. 3030 repeater, projectile size increase when fully charged. Now the Triple Take also has this adjustment as well. The projectile size is increased as it is charged. Actually, no, it doesn't say while charged. It just says increased in general. That's actually really insane. Improve hipfire spread, tighten the bullet pattern. Now, an interesting thing is ammo per shot has been adjusted, meaning it only takes 1 bullet instead of 3. Now, their increased mag size now increased to 10 shots, which was 9. You're going to see the mag adjustments for the Triple Take, essentially, so keep an eye out for that. The R99 has been nerfed slightly. There's 1 bullet removed from base and all magazines. Well, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. The charge rifle reduced shots per magazine to 3, was 4, so this is a nerf, and they reduced the spawn rate. Interesting. So we got a nerf to our charge rifle. Catalyst, look at this nerf. So scan highlights and diamonds are no longer visible through the dark veil. So Seer Catalyst, not a thing anymore. Mirage class changed to Skirmisher to support. So I think that's a buff for Mirage in my opinion. Can craft the banners, get out. Interesting. Ash now gets slowed to weapon sprint speed instead of weapon walk speed when targeting with her tactical. That's a buff that helps her mobility a bit more. The Assault class now has smart loot gains that have been adjusted to reduce skipping a upgrade tier. It's now less likely to jump from white to purple or purple to gold. Optics now given base on team rather than Assault legends who open them. So it's a team-based item. Added special drop rates for gold optics. That's awesome. Skirmisher class. Care packages are now automatically pinged for the team on reveal. This includes empty care packages that have already been looted for the other team, so it's interesting, so you don't have to relay the information, verbally. Support class will guarantee at least 1 battery of the secret compartment slots, which is awesome. The support bins will now award MRBS if your ally is dead, even if you don't have, meaning the mobile respawn beacon. For a minute there, I was like, what? Legend banners are now crafted by any player who has a support class legend in their squad. What? Legend banners can now be crafted by any player who has a support class legend in their squad. That is insane. Oh my gosh. It almost requires in some instances that you have a support class. That is cool. That is really, really cool. Wow. I wonder if that's going to be busted. I'm not going to lie. That's crazy. So if you just see that there's a Lowable Lifeline, Newcastle, anybody in that squad, man, they're going to be crafting banners left and right. Oh, man. Okay, so the downside I can imagine is I hope that people don't abuse that. Just so you know, in rank, they have a way to locate if people are going to keep respawning individuals. I hope that this doesn't get abused. I know in rank they have a way to fight it. I hope that it works. Okay, my 2 cents there. Mixtape. New podium screens for gun run and control. Let's discuss Mixtape. New podium screen for gun run and control. Display a message in the kill feed if lever penalties are disabled to the match due to unfair match. Interesting. Control and gun run will indicate the team's MVP onto the intro podium. Control and TDM have updated loadouts. Create weapon changes based on meta. Okay, that's good. I mean, there's been a lot of adjustments, so respect it. Gun run and TDM now have XP bonuses on match completion and after joining progress. Control map rotation barometer is out, and Olympus Hammond Labs is in. Weapon Evo change. No longer weapon Evos automatically. So let me repeat this. This one's a little confusing. Weapon Evo change. No longer Evo weapons automatically when a new rating tiers reached. Players now reach the new tier, and their weapon will evo when the player holsters and then unholsters a weapon in any form. Okay, so that's essentially reload weapon switch, manual holster, rise a zip line. I get this, where it's not like you're mid-fight and it just starts upgrading. I guess you have to unholster it and reholster it? That's my understanding. This is a little confusing, but that's my general read on that. And that's good, because you don't want to have an issue where it's like midway through. You know how like you were fighting and like, no, don't upgrade right now. You're like, yeah, that was really annoying. Gun run, weapon track update to new crafting weapon or craft weapons, add an additional XP bonus. Team deathmatch, rotation Skull Town is out, phase runner is in. Wow, okay, that's gonna be interesting. I always found at Skull Town the only issue I had with it was that everyone kept taking height and blasting, so this will be maybe interesting. They fixed the Prowler, so a lot of issues that you saw with the Prowler now fixed. The IMC armories fix Spectres taking too much damage from Arc Stars. They fixed duos as well. We're showing NBR challenges instead of BR challenge. Fixed comm wheel being usable when the game is over. They fixed glitches inside of loot bins. They fixed spectators not receiving audio cues. They fixed flickering of banners during victory. Scoreboard is saved when the game is finished now. And lifetime stats number no longer overlap for more than 7 digits. So that's interesting. I remember seeing that bug for people that are in sweaty lobbies. Various lobby ultra-wide UI improvements. Ash steps are no longer louder if heirloom is equipped. That sucks. I didn't know that was a thing. They fixed the UI loop when crouch. Ultimate is now persistent the entire duration, even if Ash dies. So, interesting fix. Just reading the fixes. Okay. Bloodhound's White Raven already in a fight can no longer be scanned for free. For tacticals and ult, caustic traps destroyed when placed near doors that are now open. Now the drone can no longer be accessed after being knocked. The drone no longer occasionally teleports behind you. The fixed drone sometimes spawns in the middle of the world when thrown into a wall. That was also fixed. The Lobo fixed visibility issue with Black Market when Bangler smoke is behind. The amount of head peeks over cover while crouching adjust and match other legends. I remember seeing that issue, so that's positive. I don't know why Lobo was a little different in that regard. Improved reliability for Mad Maggie hitting objects that the ball would damage or destroy. Octane removed the double jump hint from the jump pad in case where it incorrectly shows an option. Okay, that's a little thing. Rampart multiple wall covers can only be placed in the same spot on a trident. Okay, fine, fair. Seer dummies in the firing range will now have the same footstep behavior as other players when moving inside of Seer's ultimate, instead of behaving like the AI. Okay, that's small adjustment, fine. Valkyrie ultimate cooldown no longer set to 75 after being cancelled in the death totem protection. And Wraith fix ultimate while being usable while ziplining. Is that a bug? Being usable while ziplining? That's not a bug, is it? I thought that was always fine to do. Do they mean like just being able to use it while on the physical zip line, I assume. Mythic finisher Whiplash no longer pushes players outside the play area. You know, they fixed the shields dropping by enemies being empty. I didn't know it was a bug. I thought that was something that you just put in there. Interesting. Fixed players leaving a match and no longer try to join the same match. Grenades not dropping on player death for team deathmatch. Fix the states map. Little quality of life. I know they removed the auto taunt prompt as well. Bullet impact VFX on snow reduced. That's actually big, especially for World's Edge. My god, it was blinding. It was crazy. I don't understand any of the live API improvements and documentation. I've read through this. This is something that I don't normally use, but if you use it, that's awesome. But again, hopefully this is all helpful to see. There is a battle pass. I want you guys to see that. So now we have the battle pass. Wow, look at these skins. They look pretty sick. They're interesting, huh? Grab the new battle pass. This is also released. They usually release the battle pass with the patch notes, so here they are. You know, they have the 3 main skins that you see on the left, and as well as the right. It's like a is that a Watson skin? I think so. Yeah, that's a Watson skin. Wait, do you get her sound? Oh, I thought it was gonna be her like a music pack. By sets for Watson, Ballistic, Gibraltar, and Lifelines to complete the battle pass. That's pretty cool. There's Horizon. It's not bad. Ballistic, Gibraltar, and Lifeline. Cool. Not bad. I'm pretty sure you saw these in the trailer. They got the new reactive skins, which is going to be the car SMG. Flying style and new skydive emotes, free rewards as per usual. They tell you how to buy the battle pass. If you've been here a long time, you kind of know that. Again, I'll timestamp everything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have this all in the link to the description down below. And yeah, I'm excited for the new season. Hopefully you guys are all excited as well. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everybody.